Well, the last gasp. Here we are at the end of the semester, the last 3 weeks. We're starting a new project today, and I'm going to explain that to you in this video. But first off, I want to say how proud I am of all of you who've stuck it out to this point. You've been an exceptional group. Frankly, my experience teaching this class in the summertime is that about half the students will have quit by this point and have to come back and take the class over again. So I'm really proud of all of you. This class is hard to begin with, and it's probably even harder in the summer. So the fact that you stayed focused and stayed on task and got the job done is really rather remarkable. So I'm grateful for that, and I hope you are too. So the last project is your capstone research project. It's called a researched argument, and the readings in Wilhoit are chapters 10, 12, and 13. Okay? I'm going to explain what that means now. This is, or rather explain what it isn't. This is not the term paper that you might have written in high school or even middle school, where you explore a topic and just lay out the information that you've learned for your reader. This is not that paper. This paper takes up a position on a topic and argues in favor of your position. So it's a researched argument. It's a persuasive piece which you will use based on the research that you have done. Okay, it's a capstone project, meaning that everything we've reviewed, learned new, and practiced this term all the way from topic sentence control, getting rid of grammatical errors, thesis statements, basic essay structure, MLA formatting, induction and deduction, logical support, support with evidence, getting rid of logical fallacies. Everything we've covered is in play now. And this is your chance to show your mastery of everything we've covered. So nothing's out of play. Everything is built to this point. We've left nothing behind. Now's your chance to show what you know. It is important, and if you don't believe anything else I tell you in this video, you must choose a topic immediately. Otherwise, this will get out of hand, and it'll make you crazy. And your topic must be arguable. So those are the two things I'm going to talk about. Arguable means that your argument has two reasonable sides, at least two. That there's your side and there's an opposing position which is reasonable. One of the ways to decide on this is to look on the Opposing Viewpoints database at the library. They've got a lot of stuff really well organized for you, pro and con there. And so pretty much any topic on the Opposing Viewpoint series is an arguable topic because there are two reasonable sides. But here's another example. I had a student a few semesters ago who wanted to write something about child abuse, and her first working thesis was child abuse is a bad thing, or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact wording. Well, of course, that is not arguable. No one would argue that child abuse is a good thing. No rational person will argue against that position, so you cannot argue it, so you cannot write a researched argument with that as your thesis. So I worked with her a little bit, and she came up with something like, spanking is child abuse, or it is not child abuse. I don't remember what her position was. But there are very clearly two schools of thought on corporal punishment. Some parents think it's abusive. Some parents think it's reasonable when applied with some restraint. So there are two arguable sides. Your thesis must be arguable. So you have to figure that out. If you need my help, I'm glad to help. But again, this is not a term paper. This is an argument supported by research. So if you get started thinking about your topic and pick a topic this week, here's what happens psychologically. Have you ever gone to bed with a problem on your mind and you woke up with the answer in your head? Sure you have. Happens to me all the time. What happens is, the wheels roll while you're sleeping, while you're not conscious of this activity in your brain. Exactly the same thing happens when you pick a topic. You start thinking about a topic. It doesn't have to be in your conscious thought all the time. If you set those wheels in motion, they will roll while you're doing other stuff. So you hear something on the radio, you think, oh, I can use that in my research project. Or somebody says something to you, and oh, I can use that. Or you see something on the front page of the newspaper or on MSN or whatever, and you think, oh, I can use that. So if you set the wheels rolling, you recognize the opportunities that present themselves. Waiting around to pick a topic means the wheels aren't rolling, and so you won't notice anything that presents itself to you. You won't notice because you're not looking for it. So pick a topic today, right now, preferably something that you're interested in, that you can argue on, preferably something in the news, because there'll be a lot of information out there. But pick your topic. Don't wait. If you want my advice, ask me today. Don't wait for a week and then say, oh, I haven't figured anything out, please help me. But then it'll be too late. Trust me on this. I've written dozens and dozens of these little research projects like this. I know how it goes. And I got A's on every one I ever wrote. So I know what I'm doing. Take my advice. I'll lay out the basic criteria for you in a while, but here's some very, very basic stuff. It's got to be around 2,200 words, which is around 7 pages. It's got to have 7 external sources, 7, and those sources must be 1 book, 1 magazine, 1 newspaper article, and 1 anthology, and then some other things. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that. I don't want you to get too concerned about that this week. This week, getting organized and getting your topic sharply focused is the thing to do. There's a little research planner from a university website that I'll present to you. You simply plug in the dates that the thing is due, and it'll tell you exactly what you should be doing on any given day, and it will send you email reminders if you want it to as to what you should be doing. So it really helps manage the process. Okay, this normally takes, in a semester length class, takes 4 to 5 weeks. We're doing it in 3, so there's a compression and a telescoping of the time frame, which means we've all got to stay on top of this. Okay, research can actually be fun if you let it guide you into a journey into the unknown of discovering things you didn't know and discovering things you didn't know you thought. It can be an amazing discovery for yourself, or it can be a horrible job that someone's making you do. It's the same job, but how you respond to it, what you call it, the names you apply to the process, carries the attitude with it. Okay, this week I'm asking you for 1 document, and that is to do a little background research and writing in what is called a research proposal. I'm putting up an example of a research proposal for you, and the idea is it gets you started thinking, it gets those wheels rolling, and it gets you looking at how much information there is out there. One of the most dangerous things for a student in a class like this is you pick a topic that's so esoteric that you can't find any research on it. If you can't find any research on it, you can't do a researched argument, and so you're frustrated. So this first week, writing the research proposal gives you an idea, sends you out looking for possible resources that you can use, get you thinking about and focusing your topic. Basically, it starts those wheels rolling in your head, okay? And you get some credit. This is worth 25 points. You get some credit for engaging in this process. Okay, so look at the research proposal, imitate it exactly. If you If you imitate it exactly, you'll have your basic introduction, and your thesis statement will be roughed out by the end of the week. And then once you get that focus, it's easier to proceed because you know where you're going. Okay? That's it for this week. Next week, we'll talk about how to use your sources as evidence to support yourself, how to use them, when to use them, where to use them, and all of those things. I understand that most of you probably have written research papers before, but you may not have a lot of experience with an argumentative or persuasive project. And this is slightly differently focused and slightly differently, you approach it slightly differently. So that's the thing this week. Get that research proposal written. If you want to share it with each other, I'll put up a chat in your peer review groups. This will not be required, but if you want to share with each other in a kind of an informal, non-graded peer review thing, I think that would be great, and I'll put one of those up for you. Okay, we're almost there. Please continue to stay focused. Please continue to contact me whenever you need help. Please don't wait to ask for help, because this thing is so fast-paced. If you wait a week to ask for help, it's possible I won't be able to help you. Okay, it's my job. It's what I'm here for. But if that much water's flowed under the dam, it may not be possible to swim back upstream. That's all I'm saying. All right. So I hope you have a great week. There'll be the usual discussions. There's the research proposal to write. And I'll see you in the forums. Thanks. Bye.